What's up, boys? Welcome back to zennyalta. Let's go, baby. Welcome back. It's been a while, and it's probably not gonna be the last time that it's been a while, but I feel inspired to talk about a thing today, which is a mindset that I've had for over a year now, or probably even longer, but something that I've really tried subscribing to for the past year. And while doing that, also giving you some context as to why, especially after like 2023, I really stopped posting here. But first off, I'm going to do some shameless shilling. I was originally making this video for this thing I do on my Patreon called the Zencast, where people can come and ask me questions, or I'll just talk about something that's on my mind related to creating on YouTube and related to like making videos and editing and the whole business side of shit that even I don't fucking understand, even though I'm trying to get more into it. And I'm going to keep doing that here. But someone asked a question related to zennyalta, and as I was making the video, I realized that I wanted to make it here because this is zennyalta, the greatest channel ever made. Because at the end of the day, the main topic I want to talk about here is emblematic to pretty much everything that I've done in the past couple years. And that is just the idea that no matter what happens in your life, no matter how bad things may seem to get, it is truly never over. Now look, boys, there's exceptions to this. Obviously, if you fucking kill somebody, then obviously this isn't the case. But for most scenarios in life, eventually you'll stabilize and go back to feeling how you felt before. The human mind is kind of crazy in that way, how we're able to like adapt so quickly to things. Be it like you move to a different town, or you buy a new thing and it's shiny for a little bit and then it becomes kind of boring. Or hell, your financial situation changes and the stuff you wanted to buy before, all of a sudden you can't buy. It takes a little bit to get there, but eventually you end up stabilizing and going back to normal. The first time in my life that I saw this was when I went to college. I was dorming, so I had to share a room with somebody for the first time in my life. And I remember those early days, I was really desperately pleading to get out. The dormmate was fine, don't get me wrong. It's just the fact that I had to share a room with a guy who, you know, went out every fucking night and then got home at like 2 in the morning, and I wanted to have my own place to do things. And it was about that time that I really wanted to start taking video seriously, because I realized that it's what I wanted to do, and if I wanted to get it done, I'd have to like lock in on it, right? But I do remember eventually, before, you know, COVID fucked things up, I did fall into a routine, right? I would wake up, I would go to my class, I would sit down in the music hall, I'd play some piano for a little bit. I'd go home, I'd edit a shitty fucking 2020 Zenith video or something. And I would do that every day. And it took a while, but eventually it started to feel normal to me. Life felt like it was back to normal, the way things should be. Which is so weird, because I remember feeling like that would never happen, and yet it did. And trust me, this relates, because I had a more extreme version of that happen in the beginning of 2025, which I can definitively say now was the worst time in my entire life. In the first quarter of 2025, about like January to March, I'd say, I fell into a bit of a tailspin mentally. I'm not going to get into the details of it because I don't, you know, talk about my personal life like that, but I do remember mentally checking out pretty much. It got to a point where I'd wake up and do everything in my power outside of like drugs or, you know, alcohol or anything like that to try not to feel anything. I would doom scroll on TikTok for fucking literal hours on end. I would try my best to do things like work on videos, but I couldn't get myself to get past the fucking Premiere loading screen. I would try to play games, but I wasn't having any fun with them. I was pretty much lost in general. I distinctly remember staying up really late and not wanting to go to bed, because going to bed would mean that I'd have to wake up and live the day that was coming ahead of me. It was bad. I was terrified. I really felt like the life that I was living was over. In that time, I had quite a bit of zennyalta videos that I wanted to make, right? And that I recorded, and that will never get shown to the public because they got really dark, like really dark. I'm kind of a complainer on zennyalta, but yeah, this was a really, really rough portion of my journey as a creator and just my life in general, I guess. But then something crazy happened. I kept living my life. I kept doing that stuff. But I woke up one day and I realized that I couldn't keep living like this. Like I couldn't keep being a depressing fucking loser who didn't do anything and just lived to sleep right? So I gave myself two things. One, I would actually try to be better every single day in one specific way. And two would be to wake up and genuinely thank God for another beautiful day on this amazing earth. And seriously, when I started doing those two things, it's like a switch flipped. And all of a sudden, my mentality shifted from I am cursed and my life sucks and everything's terrible. And the biggest motto, which is that it is not over, because it's never fucking over. You can have something that feels like the worst thing in your life, right? You can get a leg chopped off. There are things that you can witness, things that you can experience, things that you can do that may feel like the worst things in the entire world. And again, unless you're doing something like committing a crime or harming people or doing something like that, it just is never over. It will always, 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 always get better. I know the mantra of it gets better is totally stale and fucking lame, right? But that's not really what I'm trying to say. Obviously, things get better, right? But the important part is that eventually your mind stabilizes and it goes back to normal no matter what the situation is. Again, you can fucking have your hand chopped off, and the first couple years would probably suck. But eventually and with time, you will learn to live, you will learn to eat, you will learn to pick your nose without your hand. And eventually you'll wake up one day and forget you even had a hand to begin with. This is an intrinsic quality that's in all of us. And truly, if I could get through what I went through back in 2025, which was without question the worst time in my entire goddamn life, where I felt hopeless, where I felt alone, where I felt like I literally fucked myself and there was no coming back. If I can get through that and speak to you today about it, then you can get through it too, man. I'm not trying to be some fucking motivational speaker or some God speaker. I know I brought up God before. I'm not here to try to convert you to Christianity or anything. That's just what I did to help me. And I truly do thank God every single day for the amazing life I've been given. I feel so grateful to have such great friends and such great people in my life and such a great family and such a great, like girlfriend who's been with me throughout this entire time. I feel so unbelievably lucky to have all of that. And even though every day I'd wake up and I would hate my life and I felt like I was losing everything, at the end of the day, I'd be able to lay down in my bed, go to sleep, wake up, and get to do it again. No matter what happens, no matter what affects you, no matter how sad you are right now, just know that eventually you will stabilize. Life is truly a gift. And I pooped my pants. Okay. I can't be serious for too long, all right? I can't help myself. Fellas, if you did enjoy this video and want to watch another zennyalta banger, then subscribe to the zennyalta channel. Look, I've never advertised this channel. I've never posted it anywhere. Hell, the only places you can even find it is on the end screen of all my videos, which no one fucking watches, and on my channel profile. So I feel like the people who are here are the cool ones. You guys are the cool ones. All right, boys, I've been trying to record this thing for like 40 minutes now, so my throat's getting a little scratchy. So I'm gonna edit this, go to bed, and I hope to see you back on the zennyalta channel. Love you guys.